The Indianapolis Colts have cut 2 dudes that have been caught gambling on the NFL. Tom Pelissero, the Arrow, is reporting that the Colts have now cut Isaiah Rodgers Sr. and Rashad Berry, who were officially suspended indefinitely today for betting on NFL games. Remember, I don't think I knew Rashad Berry was betting on NFL games. I did know that Isaiah Rodgers Sr. was betting on games. I knew he was an incredible returner and a good corner, had a good little career going, and was going to get paid because he was one of the most electrifying people on the Indianapolis Colts. Very lackluster Colts. He stole some headlines a couple different years. Here we go. Big year coming. Oh, he's betting on NFL games. He's fucking done forever. Hello, XFL, USFL.
Yeah. Yep.
That is literally the reaction that I had immediately, and I was bummed for him. I thought it was incredibly dumb that it happened. I thought it was dumb that he was betting on NFL games, but I assume one thing could lead to another, and people make poor decisions all the time. But this one's going to be one that kills his entire NFL career, I do believe, and now the Colts have officially cut him. We also are getting more information, AJ. We learned that he bet on the Indianapolis Colts as a member of the Indianapolis Colts, and now a gambling writer for ESPN.com has put out a tweet that there are sources telling him among Isaiah Rodgers Sr.'s wagers was a $1,000 prop bet on the over-under of the rushing yards on a Colts running back this season.
Hope we took the over.
Well, we actually are looking into that.
The under.
We don't know if any running back hit over ever for the Indianapolis Colts last year. Honestly, we have no idea. That's how abysmal the Colts running game was last year. And if you recall, 2 years ago, Jonathan Taylor was an MVP candidate. The offensive line was the offensive line that we had learned and loved. Didn't really matter who the quarterback was. Just come in, don't turn the ball over. Right. We're going to have to stretch the field a little bit, but this run game is going to be great. Jonathan Taylor gets hurt. The offensive line forgets how to play. The offensive line and the quarterback have no idea what each other are doing. It was a shit show. And one of our biggest positives from the year before, Jonathan Taylor, became like one of the biggest disappointments. He knows that. We all know that. So whenever you hear about a prop bet over-under, it's like, I guess there's other running backs they could have bet on as well, but I don't remember one game thinking to myself, that running back probably got over. So what we're thinking is he might have potentially bet on an under of a teammate in a game to have a poor game. That's not good. We need to hear if it's over or under and if it was the Colts to win or to lose. That is an information that I think the world needs to hear, AJ Hawk.
Don't you think, and I believe that you would be on my side here, like it matters what they were betting on. If they're betting, not only are they, like, it's crazy to think you're betting on NFL football, but you're betting on something that's happening on your own team, and it could be against your own teammate. Like, that's the ultimate. That's why Pete Rose isn't in the Hall of Fame. They think he may have done that. So that's crazy to me. But won't there be different levels of suspension depending on what you did?
Nah.
Too late now.
They'll never play again. Like, what team going to pick them?
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Well, hold on,
say somebody else that placed a bet on another team.
To your point, though, Pac, it needs to come out whether or not they bet over or under on that.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean? Because if they bet under on that, there ain't a single team that's going to be like, we want him in our camp.
Right.
Nobody.
Now that he's cut.
Nobody. This guy was trying to profit off of his non-unification of our team. Like, that is not a...
He watched practice all week and realized our run game, we do not have it this week.
There's no way that's going to work. None of that. What's the guy's name? Parks what? This guy can't...
Not a chance.
No.
Not a chance.
What is it?
He should tweet
75 yards, no way he's going to get it.
He should tweet out.
You should tweet it out right now. I bet the over.
Send the slip.
Yeah, football is over. You might well tell us what he did.
You gotta send the slip.
Dude, if it's... Boy, they're telling him not to talk at all about this. His people are. I think this is one that he should get out in front of. You know, I'm not a marketing or a publicist or a PR person or anything like that. I think this is one that Isaiah Rodgers and Rashad should both be like, over here, by the way.
I mean, if it was the over, you want to get out there,
The only
Whoa, AJ.
Hey, he won the bet. Maybe he can start a gambling show. Like, he's not going to play football no more. But, like, he did make a good bet if he betted the under and won.
What's this guy? I mean, it is a good bet, but it's not a good
Always
bet.
look at the positive.
No,
Because the environment of a bet matters. You know what I mean?
If you knew your running back was hurt or battling through an injury, and you're like, well, he's not fucking going over today.
That's a bad deal.
That's
bad all around, man.
That's the only one I can think of is the Vikings game where you were calling that game of the Oregon State.
We need to hear that it was the over, okay? Because everything I heard about that Colts building last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everything I heard about that Colts building and others have heard, and there was things, you know, like accountability and all that type of shit. Imagine you got a guy in the locker room betting against your own guys. That is the worst culture. It has to be the worst culture.
That's
all time.
Of all, like, as a teammate, I don't know much worse that you could do.
Worse than the Jags.
$1,000
And they had all those complaints. 25% of the
He had to bet the over. There's
has
no
to be
way.
the over.
It has to be the
Yeah,
over.
the backup
He
running
had
back
to.
was playing against the Vikings, and he hit the over on like the second drive. That's the only one I can think of.
Okay, there we go. So maybe he was like, that's my dog.
Yeah.
He's going to get the ball a little bit. And he was just trying to support it. He probably even showed him, hey, this is a guarantee.
Yeah.
Maybe he was being such a good teammate.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm willing to put my own money on this guy. Yeah, we need to start thinking like that. That's what he did.
He does though. You're right. Like this, you got to come forward and shed some light on this, because otherwise everyone is just thinking. I mean, not everyone, but like
Well, you guys, because you're not complimenting people anymore.
Well, yeah, but it does
Obviously.
immediately go to, oh Jesus Christ, what if this guy bet on the under? You know, I mean, because like, is he going to play in the NFL again? Probably not, but. You know, you might still get a chance, like you said, in the USFL or the XFL. But if they find out that
I wouldn't want
he's
him on
betting
my
against
team.
his teammates, I don't think they're giving him an opportunity anywhere.
JT had a run where he went 147, 84, 86, 82. So, like, maybe if he bet the over in that little stretch.
Only
a
that.
bit.
Yeah, only that top one, though, because JT's was in the 90s.
Because he was an
Not,
MVP
not that late in
candidate.
the season, it wasn't.
Oh, late. Okay.
He was an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was late in the season. These were all late November.
This was
early
back
December.
when Jeff Saturday came and was like,
Yep.
hey, offensive line, we block people. It's
Yeah, maybe
crazy.
he was sitting in the meeting and he's like, "Oh, Jeff's gonna make these boys run the ball." Let's
Yeah,
go
against the
over.
Raiders.
Team meeting.
Yeah.
Building confidence in your teammates too. Hey, look at this. I am so confident in you. I'm betting the over.
Jeff, coach, I got 1,000 on it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
Thank
a
you.
good bet.
Where at?
The rest of the guys get their phones out and start making bets too. And everyone
Rashad,
starts
me
clapping.
too. Yeah, hell yeah. You heard what he just said to us? Makes the most sense that we've ever had. Yeah, let's remain positive.
Okay.
Out of 18 weeks, you're going to pick only 2 weeks that he could have.
Hey, he's a good teammate.
That's right.
And we know that he only hit one of them. Do we know if he placed multiple on $1,000 on the over or under?
I just need all the news.
In the article, it said his highest bet was $1,000 on a running back.
Yeah, this dude had like thousands of bets, isn't it? This guy
Yeah,
was casual.
shit
This guy loved gambling.
Didn't think it was $1,000 though. We thought, at least I did, thought it was $25, $50 bets. I didn't know he was going. All
That's
that.
how
Now, that's the other one,
that was
man.
initially reported.
Okay.
In the article, it said most of them were that, but this was his biggest
He
one.
had a good feeling.
This was his biggest bet.
Oh yeah,
Good week of practice. Good week
the,
of
art,
practice.
the article said.
It's the over.
He had a good
Well,
feeling.
the Colts had
It has
the
to
fourth
be.
overall pick.
Right.
I feel like it's an over.
Oh, I really don't know.
I do
Under.
I
Don't you
really
because then
So-
you're betting against your teammate. Even though you're not betting against the guys that you play with.
What if he hates the guy though? What if he hates the guy and they had the worst week
It's
of practice
possible.
and he was like, "This team sucks so bad, I'm gonna make money off us sucking under."
I gotta send Zito Lane Johnson's number. Would love
What's
to hear Lane Johnson's thoughts on it's 1:30. I believe he's supposed to join us. I believe the offensive line's thoughts if they heard somebody on the team was potentially betting the under.
Are you kidding
Just
me?
say the sender.
Pat, to your point about getting in front of it too, the Titans tackle that got suspended today, 6 games, he put out a statement to ESPN that made it very clear he was not betting on NFL games just from the facility. He was getting in front of it.
Firstly, I want to say that it's an honor to play in the NFL, and it's been a blessing to play this game. The NFL plans to announce another round of sanctions regarding its gambling policies, and I will be included in this group of players receiving a 6-game suspension. The betting I engaged in was not NFL related and was legal under Tennessee law. It is only being sanctioned because it occurred at the Titans facility. I want to apologize to my family, coaches, teammates, and the Titans fans. I've always strived in every stage of my life to follow the rules. I did not knowingly break the rules. Even after attending a league presentation, I was unaware about the specifics around placing bets for a team facility. Okay. I will do everything in my power to help the team during training camp and will be prepared when I return to the roster during the season. Okay. So this guy clearly and obviously, because he got a 6-game suspension, was not betting on the NFL. We appreciate him telling that. After going to the league presentation, still not knowing you're not supposed to bet on the facility, I feel like it's more of a you thing than everybody else's thing. But I do appreciate him just kind of coming out and saying exactly where he's coming from.
Yeah, that's the Jameson Williams NBA games from a team hotel on the road, right? That was the last 6 game that we saw at least and knew.
He just said the Titans facility, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Which they consider the hotel.
Yeah, but if he was in a hotel.
He
Oh,
would
would've
have
said
said
he
that.
would've said
that.
He was at the
He wouldn't have said at the
facility
Titans facility.
Saturday, put these college bets in.
Yeah, NFL related.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's like, I'm still, I know Bama's going to Bama.
Yeah.
Let's not. He's like, sue me. Okay.
Georgia?
Sorry about it. We got to walk through. Saturdays are slow, long mornings. We're just sitting here, I'm watching game day, and all of a sudden, I didn't even know these 2 teams are playing. How much is that? Fucking no way.
Yeah, I got to get some action on this.
We go big. Now, I guess that's illegal. I went to a presentation. You're telling me I can't bet on Bama? I didn't.
What?
What are we talking about?
I went to Bama. Where'd he go to school, actually? Yeah. You probably can figure out what school he would have bet on.
Actually, they used my face to scan me into the sports book. So who's wrong? Am I wrong or this thing? It's legal here. What the fuck?
What am I doing?
J.C. Treader said an interesting point. He said, so if I live in Cleveland and on Saturday before checking into the team hotel, me and the wife go down and we decide to play 8 hours of blackjack at Jack's Casino, and then I go check into the team meeting, and then I sleep, and then we have a game the next day, all good. If somebody was to come to Cleveland and they went to Jack's Casino for 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the middle of dinner and then before team meeting, they would be suspended because it's a work trip. I would be okay because I'm at home. I guess that could be a little bit tough to understand, but I think like work trip is probably how the NFL is just explaining that. They got a lot of shit to figure out, it feels like, in people understanding what they're allowed to do, what they're not allowed to do. Definitely not allowed to bet on the NFL, though. We know that.
And so then, what is considered a work trip? What if you're driving to a charity event? What if that's through the team? Like, there's all kinds of things going on.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The rules are so crazy to think about. And then when we even talk about them not knowing what they know, is it one of those situations where they're doing this meeting at the end of the day where everyone's just trying to get the hell out of there and they're all tired? So they're not really paying attention. They're just there.
So there's a chance that any of these things could be real.
Yeah.
And all we would like to say is, figure it out.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Make it easy.
Figure it out.